All right, morning everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and it's the first of the week. Tomorrow we are going to have, instead of normal Dear Bumi that we are going to have Judge Fumi. Judge Fumi is the judge that presides in a program called the Justice Court. The Justice Court is, for want of a better word, an arbitration court that I've seen. It's been on television for only God knows how long. And Judge Fumi will be here to explain to you how the court works, whether you can use it as a form of arbitration, and how you can go about doing that. We thought, I think it has to do usually mainly with marital matters and matters. We said, let's use the Dear Bumi slot to highlight that. On Thursday, we are going to do a tribute to a very, very close big friend of mine, Yinka Lakija, who had a band called the Prime West Band. He's one of, in the music circles in the older generation, he's quite renowned. And he died last Friday, and according to his instructions, he died at 7 by 2 o'clock. Patrick Doyle told us that he had departed without us giving us, us, his friends, the opportunity to pay tribute to him. So we'll be doing that on Thursday. I'll have Fatunke and Lobito. They'll be in the house. We'll coordinate and we'll get calls to pay the proper. I believe in paying tribute to people, not necessarily rich people, but people who have made an impact. On Friday, I had a young mechanic. I call her Eyi. I used to take her to primary school way back then. After her father parted, I remember she was there in my office. And it's of great pride to be there. Today she's a graduate, but she's a mechanic. Young lady. And so I've been following her, I've been following what she's doing. So she's going to come back and give a report as to what Eyi has been up to. And then on Saturday, I'll let you to a secret. I'm trying to see if I can bring somebody within the APC. I'm sure you're already guessing who it might be, to give us a full analysis of what is going on. Today, I just want to rub minds with you. There's crisis brewing in Lagos, in the APC. You can't deny it. You are all quite aware with what's going on after the speaker had been removed. 30, I think it was 32 out of 40. I can't remember the real figures here now, but he was removed by a majority. Stories have it that the Jagaban was not happy. We don't know if these stories are true, but they appear to be well grounded, that the Jagaban is not happy and has given the GSC marching orders. The GSC is like the supervising committee in the APC Lagos. It has given them marching orders to try and rectify. Rumors have it. I say rumors because in politics you dare not authenticate anything, or you dare not, if you are, except it's written and signed. Even at that, you have to be very careful. But rumors have it that the GSC met yesterday and there was no respite. Like I said this morning, it appears part of the problem, it has a personal and domestic component involved. The domestic one, I don't want to get involved in, but it seems as if there is thought at the domestic level that the speaker, the new speaker, being a princess and having very strong connections to two influential royal fathers in the States, there is a fear that she might be more powerful than hitherto, than what would make the leaders comfortable. Okay, I have to choose my words. Carefully. So there is that fear, and it was amazing yesterday. If the rumors, if the videos that were sent around is anything to go by, one was surprised yesterday to see some videos making the rounds where she was giving a tumultuous welcome. She was given a rousing welcome at the House level. It is said that even those from the southwest, those from the Lagos West area of the state from where the speaker emerged, have said that they are not interested in having somebody else and that they are behind this current speaker. The way I look at things, it looks as if the powers of the Jagaban, whichever way you look at it, are being eroded. And to be honest with you, anybody who has a sense of history should realize that it should not be unexpected. You can't, there is no way you can, in fact, he should be given credit for having sustained his power over the Lagos State affairs this far. Having moved to the center, which is the endless prize, two things would likely happen. One is that, of course, he'll take his eyes off the ball. Every day he wakes up, he has the problems of being a president in the first instance, of being the national political leader in another instance. So it's likely he'll take his eyes off the ball in Lagos. And the second, knowing the way politicians think, the second would be that the thinking is that, look, he's got the ultimate prize. Let him leave the little ones that fall off the table. Let him leave it for the guys downstairs. Richard, if you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I wanted to say that the political situation in Lagos will be very, very interesting if you're right.
Yes.
If you're right that there's been some sort of a challenge.
Do you think I might be wrong?
I think that I think that there's no challenge anywhere.
If this is the point I'm making, and is on that premise alone, if we are to believe, which has not been completely denied, that the president had no knowledge of the emergence of a new speaker, then there is a challenge. Because it would have been, let's be honest with ourselves, before he became president, how would the speaker in the Lagos State House of Assembly have been removed without the president knowing about it? And therefore, if it is true that that it was done without his knowledge, whether he would now agree later is another thing entirely. But if it was true that it was done without his knowledge, to put it in the words of those spreading that whatever, is a political coup. You know, and then there's, of course, you can't take away, I don't want to harp on that much, but there's also the domestic side of things, where it has been, remember that these two traditional rulers, I don't want to mention their names, I don't want any political wahala. Remember that these two traditional rulers are powerful, they were close to him, they were his, I don't want to use your word, his boys. They were his men. and therefore, apparently it is being rumored that in the course of their being with him, there had been some domestic misunderstandings here and there. So the fear at the domestic level is that these guys could suddenly become powerful. The new speaker is a princess. So it's a mixture of so many things. And I have to get somebody to unwind all this. I will try to do that on Saturday. Let me try and see if I get somebody within the APC who can break it all up. But Osa is here. Osa is an Edo man who, instead of keeping his eyes on what is going on in Tribuna, in Edo State, he has his eyes on Lagos because he says he's a landlord in Lagos and has therefore become a Lagosian. Osa, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
I like what you're wearing. You know, it's very nice. This is very, very nice. My birthday is coming soon, so sorry.
I'm getting ready now.
I know this is what I want to wear on that day. And Osa is 6 foot something, so I'll have to cut it in so many ways to fit in. Osa, you have your ears to the ground on Lagos politics. What have you been able to gather?
Well,
remember that, let me quickly caution you. Remember that everything you hear in politics, you have to be very careful.
Definitely, most definitely.
To authenticate becomes extremely difficult.
Most definitely. So, so regarding the speakership, position, like what you just stated in the morning, and that's the news most of us are getting from the grapevine.
Yes.
And saying that there is a marching order even the name of the first lady has been even thrown into it.
Well, I didn't say that.
No, I know. I said from what I'm picking up from people that everybody were interested in party, and though they said the president was hinted that this move was going to take place.
You heard he was hinted.
Yes, he was hinted. Maybe they were talking about the speakership excesses.
If he was hinted, then he must have had the support.
No, it was they were